Hi there, welcome back. Another Marky-mark video. Just firstly wanted to respond to the wonderful live stream interviews that occurred on Sunday. We had Michael at 45 RPM having a chat with Michael Fremer, and straight after that we had on Norman Maslov's channel, Mazzy, we had him talking to the one and only Mike from the In-Groove. And really enjoyed them. Really enjoyed the banter, the discussion, talking about all things vinyl. Really happy to have contributed a couple of questions which were spoken about around hopefully the quality of records in the future. Certainly with new pressing plants coming online, we've got Mobile Fidelity, I think, building new facilities, pressing new records. So the hope, I think, generally in the vinyl community is that the quality of records will be increased, hopefully, from what we have at the minute, which is a bit of a mixed bag. Also, a really nice discussion and story around the Bob Dylan special record, the special lacquer formulation, which was a hybrid between a CD and a vinyl, as I understood it. And Michael Fremer did a fantastic story about that recording, Blowing in the Wind, which sold at auction for 1.5 million, 2 million quid. So really pleased, really positive, engaging conversation on both channels. Really nice to listen and pick up some information and learn a bit more about this wonderfully crazy hobby that we're all in. So thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much, Mazzy. Really enjoyed it. We like to see more of that. Really good conversation. The second thing that I wanted to talk about has been this huge blow up controversy around Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs, a label that is synonymous with high-end audiophile enthusiasts, high-quality recordings. And I just wanted to sort of give my take on it. So it came about recently, and I think as far back, maybe a few months ago, it's come out that much of the Mobile Fidelity records in the last 10-15 years have a significant digital input in their production. And I think it was assumed, or has been assumed, expressly or implied, that they are true analog high-end records that do not have a digital step in them. And I just wanted to talk about it. I watched a video this morning, True Audiophile, I think it was True, did a really good video talking about this and around the statements used in the marketing of these high-end records. Now, I don't know what consumer protection laws are like in America, but when there are marketing statements that are basically what they call mere puff, then if you say, "Oh, this is the best record player in the world, this is the best sounding record in the universe," it's puff. It's kind of marketing puff. It's there to sort of flower up the product, catch your eye, and reel you in to buy it. But nothing is misleading about it because it's sales puff. And I think what Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs have done is they've pretty much been able to put themselves on a pedestal. They've used certain marketing to sort of, some would say, make it a bit ambiguous, but there are certainly some assumptions made in the vinyl community that their products are true all analog. And I just wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about it. So if we look at this little beauty, the Bill Evans Portrait in Jazz from Mobile Fidelity, it's one step. So it is it is basically deemed to be a high quality recording from the master tape. And at the top of all mobile fidelity records, there is a statement. Well, it's not a statement, it's just some words saying original master recording. And what is implied is that this record has been made from the original master recording. It doesn't say it's all analog. It doesn't say that there's a digital step in there at all. It just implies from this statement that it's an original master recording. And I think for myself as a consumer, paying a little bit, well, for this particular record, I think I can live with that. I think I can live with a digital step in the making of that record, but it's not being marketed expressly to me as a true all analog product, from the original master tapes. It sounds fantastic. It's not the flattest of records. I might have picked up a dud there and not realised it, but it basically markets itself as a one-step pressing. It's basically closer to the original master recording than most records, and that's why it's got a premium. It's expensive. If we look at the Bill Evans undercurrent, it simply says at the top, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, and this is a lovely record. Again, not one of my best, but it's I suspect there is a bit of digitization in the making of this recording. Am I bothered about it? I'm not sure. I don't think so. It's not stating to me that it's all analog. If I take a look at, how about take a look at this? What's this? This wonderful record, Dexter Gordon's One Flight Up. On the hype sticker, it says audiophile vinyl reissues from the finest in jazz since 1939, mastered from the original analog tapes. Reissue supervised by Joe Harley, mastered by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio, manufactured at RTI, 180 grams. It doesn't say that there is no digital step in this. It doesn't say that it is completely analog. It's mastered from the analog tape. So I'm assuming that this wonderful tone poet is all analog. But I'm not entirely sure. I can't be certain. It sounds absolutely gorgeous. It's wonderful. But I think there's a lot of mystery in this game at the moment, and I'm hoping that from Mike's visit to Mobile Fidelity that he will be able to give us some clarity, or they'll be able to give him some clarity on what's happening, what is going on with them. And I'm hoping this will open up a conversation, a debate in the vinyl community around the use of potentially misleading statements, and getting things cleared up a little bit. I think it's really important. I think it's important for the hobby. I think it's important for the industry. I mean, it doesn't make the record sound any better knowing either way, but I think it's important if you're going to describe something in a certain way, expressly or implied, that it's true and it's not misleading. Yeah, so I'm hoping that we can clear the situation up, certainly for Mobile Fidelity, and hopefully that other record labels will be doing the same thing, perhaps considering how they're describing their records. The other thing that really bugs me is the claim about limited runs, limited editions, limited to 5,000, limited to 1,000. And I think there's a lot of puff there. you know, if I take out, I'm just trying to think this in now. Let's have a look at this. That one, this one. Yeah, the Bill Evans. I featured this on a previous video. Bill Evans on the Timeless Jazz series, music on vinyl. First time on coloured vinyl. Limited edition of 750 individually numbered copies on gold vinyl. I just can't believe there's a pressing plant that's only printed 750 of this important recording. I mean, it's numbered on the back as 113. But you're telling me that this important record in the world, only 750 exist? I don't really believe that. So I think there's a lot of questions. It's not this situation around mobile fidelity, digitization. Is it or isn't it part of the production process? Are we talking all analog? Is just part of a bigger can of worms around the marketing of really expensive high-end records and the marketing used to ensnare, capture the interest of enthusiasts looking for really good sound. And I think that's a good example. I'd like to know your comments. Bad or good? Good or bad? But until next time, speak to you soon. Many thanks. Bye.